The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
For a while and was on the Marketers Cruise with earlier this year. Asked him to come on and talk to us about some really cool stuff that he's working on and some really cool content. So, Ken, I'm going to let you just run with it and just shout if you need me to jump in there at any point.
Well, great. Well, thanks, Lou. Hey, and thanks, everybody, for joining in. Today, we're going to do a bunch of fun stuff. And yes, I am halfway across the world. Tonight, I'm actually in Haifa, Israel. The past few days, I've been
Wow.
yeah, and it's beautiful here. It's absolutely gorgeous. I've been on an Israeli military base for the past week, packing medical supplies for their emergency go kits. So it's been really, really, really interesting to be here, and it's fun. So anyway, we're going to talk today about how you can put that kind of lifestyle in place where you can kind of be where your friends wonder, where are you today, if you choose. And it makes it interesting, especially when we're working with finding good, viable Wi-Fi, which sometimes can be interesting. Anyway, we're going to talk about how to triple your sales and profits today, even if you've never made any money online, and have your customers stick to you like glue. Bottom line is, my goal for you guys today is this. I want you to walk away knowing the strategies you're going to want to implement immediately to create a dependable, consistent marketing program that brings you prospects, clients, and customers that pay you over and over and over again. Bottom line is, I want you to go from here to here. Okay, that's what I want to see you do. So let me ask about what you want. How many of you guys here would be jazzed if you walked away from our workshop today with a real plan on how to make your marketing 3 times more effective? That means profitable for you and for your business. So if that works for you, just pop in the chat and just say, yes, that's me. Hey, Dennis. So just pop in the chat and say, hey, that's me. And I'll know that I'm talking to the right people today. So I'm seeing a lot of that's me. That's great. And by the way, use the chat with us. We're here for you. Molly says, sounds great. Carolyn says yes. Yeah, this is for you today. And I got to tell you, I'm super excited to share all this with you. So here's the big thing. So use the chat, okay? And that's what Lou and I want to be. That's how we can communicate directly with you guys and be able to actually be as much in person as we can. So here's the thing. The big problem is this. Time Magazine did a recent report that revealed that 55%, listen to this, 55% of your website visitors are gone within 15 seconds. Now, that should be pretty scary for a lot of you, because you got to think about this. For anyone to make a purchase decision, it takes more than 15 seconds to get to your website, think about, hey, let me buy that thing, and then actually buy it. So the odds are already stacked up against you, and we got to find ways to keep people on the site longer, to keep them to be able to bond with you, and ultimately buy what you've got, right? So that's what we're going to be working on. So a couple of housekeeping things just as we begin today's presentation, and that is that this time is for you right now. And I want you to make the most of it. So cell phones, if you got them, put them in the silent or vibrate position if you would. Disconnect your Skype, put it on Do Not Disturb, which I just did. So we'll have some quiet here. If there's people around you, tell them to hush or put headphones on, because we have a lot we're going to do, and we're going to go as quick as I can do to value your time, but not so quick as that you don't miss what we've got, because there's just so much to do, okay? So if that's good, here's what we're going to do. You're going to discover the automatic marketing multiplier, that I call it, that leverages WordPress, leverages all your technology, and triples your profits on autopilot. And then we're going to put it all together to get your customers to stick to you like glue. Now, I got to warn you, this is not for small thinkers, all right? We're going to be thinking big. We're going to be making a lot of money. Dennis says, wow, that's the plan. That's the plan. So now here's the thing. With any free webinar, you guys were not born yesterday. You know that 99% of all free webcasts and trainings have a little bit of a catch at the end, right? And there's going to be some kind of an offer to learn more or to do more or to take the next step. I do not want to disappoint you, but I want to earn the right. I want to earn the right. And Molly, yeah, for right now, it is WordPress based, okay? But that's going to be changed in a future version in another few months, because we're going to be expanding it out. But I'll tell you more. You don't even know what we're doing yet. So let me just sit tight for a second, and I'll give you the whole story. But here's the bottom line: if I give you great content, to have your permission to be able to share with you exactly what the next steps would be by the time we're done. And I'm seeing a lot of yeses already because you've already seen this. So we'll be good. And Molly, yeah, okay, no problem on that. So thank you, you guys, and let's get going. Let me take stock with you guys. First of all, how many of you right now are thrilled and happy with last year's results? The past 12 months, how many of you are thrilled and happy with the results that you've done online within the past, say, 12 months? Mary says, not me. Yeah, normally it's like I hear crickets when I wait for the answer to that one. And here's the thing. I've been asking this question for a long time. Dennis says, no way. Here's the thing. What you've said, and obviously I haven't asked you specifically, but over the past almost 8 months or so, I've been asking this question and cataloging the answers. Here's what I've discovered. You've been active anywhere between 0 and 6 years, or 1 and 6 years. You spent over $5,000 on your online education and training, some more, some less. But here's the really sad thing. Over 80% of you are not happy with your results. Oh my gosh, right? Now, what happened? Why does this happen? My sense of it is that you focus on all the madness, but not on simply making money. Lou and I are really committed to making sure that what you do is laser focused on optimizing your profits. But along the way, it gets really, really easy to get wrapped in the bright, shiny object. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to avoid the old way of just throwing stuff up against the wall to see what sticks. And we're going to focus on being just laser targeted. Okay, just like that. That's the plan. Hang on one second. Just got to plug something in here for you. There we go. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with me, yes, I do Caribbean cruises with my friend Lou in January. And this, by the way, is not really my pet tiger, although most people seem to think it is. When you come to visit me in Thailand, where I really do live, we'll go to Chiang Mai, we'll go to Tiger Kingdom, which is a tiger preserve, and we'll go take your picture with some tigers. For the past 30 years or so, I have trained thousands of people to make millions of dollars in real estate investments and in business. I've created and managed multi-million-dollar projects all over the globe. And the most important thing, though, is really to give you the background here. See, 7 years ago, after the global financial meltdown saddled me with losses and debt in the multiple millions, and I mean millions of dollars, I had an experience at a movie theater in Miami that left me literally 2 hours from death. I kid you not. Now, if a skilled heart surgeon saved my life, but it took something more powerful than a scalpel to fix the real cause of the heart attack. Now, today, I'm 59 years old, or young, that is, and I'm healthier than I've ever been. I run up 62-story buildings, trek mountains in Nepal, and travel the world. And by the way, those are real pictures of really me doing all that stuff. And I do have a whole lot of fun from going to exotic countries and doing really fun things. And over the past week, volunteering on military bases with my mom, who's now in her 80s. But it's all because I've made a shift. And today I'm going to share the shift with you so that you never have to put your life at risk as I did, because that's really what the bottom line is. We're going to make things a whole lot different, a whole lot better, and a whole lot more focused. Is that cool? Are you guys ready? Just give me a me, and we're going to rock on. You guys ready? I'm saying yes. Okay, awesome. So let's get rocking and rolling, guys. First, we got to get real. So I'm going to walk you through some specific strategies and systems that are generating huge numbers right now. But the results aren't typical because the typical person who does any training or anything of that nature, no matter what they do or what they buy or what they say, they get zero results. And you know why that is, because they do zero work. I know that's probably not you, because that's not the kind of people that Lou attracts. But I've got to disclose that, because what's fair is fair, okay? I'm going to show you what's working. The cool thing is this. If you put it into action, it will work. It'll work for you. No question about it, okay? So I want to just make sure that we're really clear on the same page. What we're going to learn today and what you're going to discover is how to turn your marketing into a more effective, captivating, and energetic client generation machine, so you can create new long-term high-profit business while you sleep. And I mean it that way. And by the way, even if you're just getting started, you can do this with zero list, zero product, and zero content. And I'll share that with you in just a minute or two. What you're going to also learn is how to get your website visitors to stay on your site without any extra effort, so you can build your Google rankings without any of those SEO tactics. I mean, my attitude as I began in online marketing was, what the heck is SEO? I didn't understand keywords. I didn't understand how to outwit Google. And by the way, don't even try, right? So we're going to learn how to avoid getting caught up in the hamster wheel of online prospecting, so you can stop searching and start serving your customer, which means you can finally earn a living with the people you're doing business with right now and people you want to do business with in the future. And you're going to learn the new way to build a long-lasting, income-stable business that you can be proud of and will allow you to be the totalpreneur that has everything. I created the Institute for Totalpreneurship so you could have it all, and that's the whole idea today. Now, why is this important to you right now? It's important because most marketing strategy that we've learned has been dead wrong. It's been megaphone marketing, and that's super bad. All that hysteria and craziness doesn't serve a market, and all of us don't need it anymore, right? So we're going to get rid of that. Oops, hang on a second. Siri wants to talk to me, and I'm missing my, here we go. Okay, perfect. And it's been, people have been hitting singles and thinking smaller rather than thinking bigger. I want you to think about going for the home run, not for the base hit. And Red Sox fans know we got to get over that fence. That was for you, Lou. Anyway, it's really also been about trying to outsmart Google, and you're not going to outsmart Google. I mean, it's just not going to work. So today's different. We're not going to be doing get rich quick. We're not going to do a do nothing, get paid presentation. We're not going to play games or shenanigans, and we're not going to have anything flashy or throwing stuff against the wall. We're talking about strategy and systems to get things done efficiently and effectively so you can make a whole lot of money faster and easier. Now, is this for you? If you sell those products and services and you want to build your own community while you triple your profits, this is totally for you. If you're a blogger or post any content on your website, oh my gosh, and you want to keep them there longer and boost your Google rankings easily, this is totally for you. If you want to use YouTube, okay, and use YouTube videos to seamlessly help you sell other people's products, you'll love this. And if you want to be among the few online marketers that actually have a thriving, steady, and consistent income, you're going to love being here, and you'll be glad you were. If you want to work less, make more, and have more fun in the process, this is for you. But if you have no value to offer, or if you're looking for the magic answer, or you blame people for other people for your lack of action, this is probably not going to be a good session for you. So I just want to warn you in advance. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the 5 pillars of profit maximization. I want to write these down. The 5 pillars of profit maximization. I'll give them to you, and then we'll go dive into them a little bit more deeply. The first one is engagement. For bloggers, authors, and content people, you've got to get folks involved with you, just as Lou does with you, because you're engaged with him and you're part of Lou's tribe. Second is authority. You want to associate yourself with celebrity so that way you are looked upon as the go-to person in your marketplace. And by the way, I'll let you know something. You don't have to be the expert at all. You can know nothing about your market and still be perceived as an expert and as a valued source. That's really important. Number 3 is what I call engagement part 2. It's leveraging video and more particularly YouTube. We'll get into that in a minute. The 4th pillar is what I also call engagement part 3, and that's to leverage affiliate marketing offers. If you're not making money with joint venture partners, you're probably leaving a lot of money on the table, and you have a huge opportunity to take full advantage of it in ways that most people are not even thinking about it. So we're going to be able to talk about maximizing your online profitability with just a couple of flicks of a switch. And then number 5 is magnetic marketing, and that's retargeting and remarketing. And you probably all know what that is. I'm going to give you some surprising statistics that will rock your world in just a few minutes as well. So let's dive in. Engagement part 1. See, the key to success in business and in life is one word. I want to ask you this question. What do you think the number one word that would describe the key to success in business and in life? One word, what do you think it is? I'm not going to give you the answer yet. Let's see what you think. The key to success in business and life, you can define it in just one word. What do you think it is? The one word that creates success in business and in life. No, it's not sex. Nice try though, Dennis. Okay, I see work, I see imagination, I see attitude. Okay, well, I'll tell you the answer that I have for you guys is relationships. In fact, we wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for the relationship that I have with Lou and the relationship that you have with Lou as well. Okay, relationships drive business, bottom line. Okay, you can't have anything else without that relationship. And you know, people do business with those that they know, like, and trust. So how do you build a relationship, a solid relationship with an audience? Well, here's how you do it. You create your own content and post it. Now, that's the hard way if you're not feeling comfortable with creating content. And I'm lucky in that I've always been a writer ever since I was a kid. But what if you're not? What if you don't like shooting videos? What if you don't like writing copy, or don't write good copy, or don't feel you write good copy, or whatever? What if you feel that's, you know, it's hard? And better yet, what if you don't have the time to do all that because you have other responsibilities, or you just can't post as much or write as much as you think you need? Well, then the other option is to curate content on your site. A whole lot easier. Now, I got to tell you, I began doing content marketing way back, oh my gosh, 30, 40 years ago, with a real estate column that I wrote in Philadelphia many, many years ago. Now, that column, by the way, fed me. I'll go back to this page here. That column fed me. And it fed me because every time I needed new business, I would talk about my clients. People would read it and say, oh, he has clients. Maybe I should be one of them too. And that worked great. But I got to confess, okay, that was hard to write sometimes. the easier way would be to curate it and post relevant content from other people that could be super good. So if I was going to do some content relative to YouTube, and I wasn't a YouTube expert, which I'm not really as much as I might like to think I am, I happen to know a guy who knows a whole lot about YouTube and video marketing. You might know him too, my buddy Lou, right? Our buddy Lou. So I would curate some of Lou's content, bring that to my audience, and I would get credit for that because I'm the guy that's bringing good stuff, you see? That's the idea about curation. So let me give you a couple of ground rules relative to content. This is going to be really important for you to leverage that heavily. So take some notes. This is really important. First, it's got to be relevant and meaningful, okay? It's got to basically pass the so what test, okay? If by the time someone finishes it and they go, what the heck, what does it matter? You've lost them. It's got to be helpful, okay? It's got to provide value. And last but not least, you've got to give proper credit. People ask, is it okay to borrow other people's content? And the answer is yes, as long as you recognize the author from which it came. Lou would love to have you post his stuff on your website because when you post it properly and you give attribution to Lou Bortone and Lou's site, Lou gets more traffic, Lou gets the backlinks, and Lou's a hero, and he will love you, okay? So that, and by the way, that also makes you look like a cool person because you're actually sharing the limelight with somebody else, okay? If you try to present yourself as being the expert on everything, people are going to see that you're not. So better for you to be the person that provides the content and shares it. Now, here's the fun thing about this. What if you, actually I'll segue into this. The fun thing about this is that when you actually do post something from Lou or from me or from Richard Branson or whoever else, do you think that maybe the authority of Lou or Richard Branson or whoever would rub off on you a little bit because you're bringing that quality content to your audience? The answer is yes. So what I'll suggest that you do is leverage that authority. Now, in the old days, when I would travel to events, I'd see all these people taking pictures with all the celebrities, the person on the stage or this person or that person. I thought it was super phony, super stupid, and super tacky. Well, guess what I'm doing these days? I'm taking pictures with people like Michael Gerber, who wrote The E-Myth, and other luminaries from across the planet. And I was looking for our picture from the marketers because I couldn't find it earlier today. But I'm taking pictures with all these people now, and why? Because even though I may think it's tacky, other people don't, and they see me hanging out with Frank Kern and with Ryan Holiday, who wrote the book Trust Me, I'm Lying, which is a great book you should read, and Mari Smith from Facebook, and this is the former U.S. ambassador to Thailand. My friend Laura Betterly, who's a great traffic generation person. And again, I used to think it was super tacky, but now it allows me to leverage authority. Now, I don't know about you, but you may not be in a position where you can be at events where you can take your picture with Frank Kern or whatever. Maybe you live on a mountain someplace and you don't come down from that mountain and you're not social or whatever. Or maybe like me, you live halfway across the world and it's not always that you're going on a cruise or that you're going to go to an event like Traffic and Conversion Summit to get pictures like this. So what do you do? Well, what you do is you do what I'm going to suggest right now, and that is you leverage someone else's content. Now, this is Jeff Walker's blog. You're seeing Jeff Walker right over here. Jeff Walker is known as the product launch king, right? He wrote Product Launch Formula and has been the king of how to run product launches for years and years now. I'm a very proud customer of Jeff's and spent a lot of money with him. Whoops, well, hang on a second. My system is wanting to get ahead of itself. Well, notice something though. I've got Jeff Walker's blog here, but look at the top of the screen. The top of the screen has my logo, my header, and a button here that says Return Home, which would take my viewer to any place I want on my own website. In other words, what I did was I put Jeff Walker's blog on my site. So now, does it look like iBoostify and Jeff Walker are affiliated? Yeah, because I'm actually hosting his site on my own. Now, mind you, he still gets all the Google juice. He still gets all the Google attention, but so do I. So now I keep people on my website, but I'm associated with Jeff because I just hosted him in my effective online living room. Pretty cool, right? But here's where it gets even more exciting. When they come to my page that has Jeff Walker's information, I can have an entrance pop up that asks people to sign up for a free something, right? And now I can build my list on Jeff Walker's content. And by the way, he can have his pop-up too. But our pop-up gets us the leads. Pretty cool, right? So now we built authority, which is what we're trying to do here, because now we're linking ourselves with Jeff. We've never left home. We've never left the beach. We've never gone to an event or anything. And we've done all that by remote control, by working smarter, not harder. Okay? So now let's dive into engagement part 2. And that's to leverage video, specifically our favorite place called YouTube. Now, here's the thing that I know that you know because of your relationship with Lou. You know that Google and YouTube are brothers and sisters and parents and so on. They're all the same company. YouTube videos can be incredibly addicting, which, of course, is our goal as video marketers. And people respond to video very easily. I don't watch television anymore, you guys. I watch YouTube videos. I mean, I get into bed with my iPad and Siri and I watch YouTube videos together. Now, YouTube has given us as marketers a massive gift, okay, a huge gift, because you can actually have your viewers click your video, and they can click the annotations or the cards, and buy directly from the video itself. In other words, links on the video are live and can go to sell almost anything. But there's a giant limitation. And the limitation is that the link that you're using as a live link on your video has to go to your website. In other words, if you were going to sell a dog training product from Mr. Dog, let's call it, and you wanted to make the link go to mrdog.com, if you didn't own mrdog.com, you can't use that link. Okay, it just isn't going to happen. If you try to do that, you'll see that that on the YouTube screen, it can only link to an associated website, which is one that you own and control, right? Now, they do that for quality control, and that's fine. But here's the thing. While other people can do overlays on their website, for example, and you can too, sooner or later, someone's going to click the little YouTube button on the top, on the bottom of the screen, and they're going to go back to youtube.com, and all those overlays are garbage. They go nowhere. So you've got to be sure that your video itself, the real YouTube video, will allow people to buy the stuff you want to sell them. And I'm going to show you a tool that will do that beautifully, because like I showed you with the Jeff Walker blog post a minute ago, we had Jeff Walker's blog on your site. We're going to do the exact same thing with YouTube and be a hero in the online marketing business. Pretty cool and a great way to make a whole lot more money. The next piece of this I call engagement part 3, and that's where the big money gets made with affiliate offers. Now, how many of you guys right now are actually doing affiliate deals? How many of you are actually promoting other people's products or services with either as your own with a white label, or you're just doing them because you're going to get a commission on them, and it's faster and easier than creating your own content right away? I'll just wait for you to answer that. Okay, so a few of you are. Awesome. Okay. So cool. And affiliate marketing, my wife is, says Dennis, Mary is, that's excellent. Now, I think affiliate marketing is great, but affiliate marketing without building your own list is not building your business. You're not building the rapport and that relationship. So I want you to think a little bit differently about affiliate offers today. All right. It's a big mind shift change. And here's the thing. I want you to think about yourself as Target or Macy's or Neiman Marcus or Harrods or even your Maserati or Rolls-Royce dealer. Okay, and pick your favorite store. Okay, for those of you that are in other parts of the globe that don't have Target, for example, it's a shame. Anyway, you got to think like these guys. Okay, and here's my big question for you. And by the way, we can even talk about Apple same way, because the Apple store sells products that aren't Apple products also. Okay, so you got to think like these guys. So let me ask you a question. Why do you shop at Macy's or Target or Harrods or Apple or whatever? Okay, why do you shop there? Just pop in the chat. What is it that has you committed to a Macy's or a whatever store, your favorite grocery store that you never go anywhere else other than, in my case, it would be Publix, okay, when I'm back in the States, or Whole Foods. Okay, Mary says that's what I want. Name recognition, prices, okay. I submit to you guys that it's the customer experience. It's the whole package. It's the whole thing. Okay, you control the customer experience and you win big. Now, the customer experience may be seeing the Walmart greeter that makes you happy, and the experience of having theoretically lower prices, okay, or perceived lower prices. Southwest Airlines, for example, when I lived in Phoenix, I would fly Southwest because they were just more fun. Even though I knew I was like getting herded like cattle on the airplane back then, it was just a lot of fun. So you control the experience and you win big. So that's something really important. You want to keep people on your website in your own home, if you will, rather than just throwing them someplace else. You control that experience. You now own that customer. You'll see how I do it in a minute. Last but not least, in our 5 pillars, is magnetic marketing. Now, that's our retargeting, our remarketing, and so on. Multiple impressions can increase sales by about 325% or more. Okay, yes, that's magnetic. Remember something. Remember something. If any of you have been through a sales training program, let me ask you this question. How many impressions does it take? How many times does it say you have to have contact with a customer to be able to get that sale? How many customer connections, contacts, impressions does it take to make a sale? Anybody know? Anybody know? I'm just curious to see what you think. Okay. Nope. Nobody wants to guess. Wow. Well, my friends, it's 7. 7 impressions, and they don't need to be the same thing. It doesn't mean watching the same commercial 7 times. Okay, Mary says 11. So now we have 7, 11. Pretty good. Yeah, Renee says 7, right on target. Here's the thing. That 7 can be, if you're thinking online, it could be from a pop-up, it could be from an email, it could be from a webinar, it could be from a podcast or a video podcast or whatever. It's different elements. Now, that's how we need to continue to stay in the mind of our buyer. How do we do that? Well, let me introduce you to a buddy of mine. Her name is Marie Forleo. And yes, she is a gorgeous woman, and both inside and out, and runs a program that's called B School. She does a promotion for it every single year. She has a really cool video podcast called, I think it's called Marie TV, and it's really good. And I think now she has a PBS show as well. Really cool. It's good. She's good to watch. Anyway, I went to her website to see what she was doing because I love her graphics and I love what she does. Her target market is women, so I'm not her customer. But I like seeing what she does. And I always recommend that you do check out people that are not just your competition, but people that also are being incredibly successful in the marketplace, because you can learn a lot from them. So I went to Marie's website, and then I discovered that Marie is a stalker. Now, she's already in a successful relationship, but I think she likes me a lot, because here she is following me around on this website in 2 places, bringing me a cup of coffee, bringing me another cup of coffee on this when I was looking for kiteboards, because I was learning kiteboarding. She's following me around again with the same cup of coffee. It's probably cold by now. And again, and now 2 places here with Voodoo Hands. She's doing retargeting. Now, retargeting is giant, you guys. The power of retargeting will blow your mind. Now, you've probably heard of it. I know you've seen it, but you probably don't realize exactly just how powerful this thing really is. Think about this for a second. The average website conversion rate is a little more than 2%, and actually a little bit lower than that these days. In other words, nearly all the people that visit a site for the first time leave without any form of desired action. It means they're not going to buy it first time around at all. They're just not. All right. Now, the average click-through rate for display ads is 0.07%. And the average click-through rate for retargeted ads is when they see the ad again is 0.7%. That is a 10 times improvement. Now, it may seem like small numbers, but 10 times is 10 times. That's giant. Let me give you another statistic that will completely blow your mind. Okay, 72% of people that are going to buy stuff online, e-commerce shoppers, they abandon their shopping carts. They're gone. They don't buy. They get to the page to buy, and for whatever reason, whether the cat's crying, the baby's crying, your boss comes by, whatever, okay, they abandon. They're gone. Now, without retargeting, only 8% come back to buy. Only 8%. Now, you add retargeting, and 26% come back. That is a 325% improvement. That's giant, because you're reminding them of where they were, and the more they see it, the more they wonder, I should have done this, and then they come back and they buy by 325% more. Retargeting can boost your ad response by up to 400%. I've done the studies. It's ridiculous how amazing this is. The shocking thing is most people don't do it, number one. And number two, unless you own your own website or can control visitor access, the cards are stacked against you because you can't use retargeting. You just can't. It doesn't work. So that becomes a challenge. Now, we're going to give you a solution to that, so don't worry about that. Whenever I show you a problem, usually I'm going to show you a solution, and I've got a phenomenal one for you. But let me show you something that's as bad, okay? Because what's so shocking to me with online marketers is that in so many cases, they're throwing away their customers without even realizing it, and that is a scary thing. Now, when you run a blog and you do content, you want people to come to your website, you want them to stay on your site, you want them to fall in love with you, and ultimately you want them to what? Buy your stuff, right? Well, I'm going to introduce you to somebody who has become a buddy of mine. He's a really cool guy. I'm going to show you I call it ignorance is bliss, and we're about to change what he's doing. And on one hand, I'm really excited about it. On the other hand, I won't be able to use this example anymore. So let me take you over. Let me get out of this, and whoops, let me give you another page here, and let's go over to Spencer. Where'd it go here? Here we go. Okay, so I'm on the wrong page. Hang on a second, you guys. Let me find the right page I want to show you, and we're going to take you there in just 1 second. Here we go. Okay, so this is nichepursuits.com, and Spencer wrote this article on his site, a really good blog post, talks about time on site for ranking in Google. And of course, time on site is really important because the longer you're on the website, the more Google will reward you by putting you in the top of the search rankings for free. No need to run an ad. When someone searches on any keyword that relates to you, you're going to show up. That's what we want, right? We want free traffic. That's what SEO is all about. So Spencer runs his really beautiful blog post, and then he has a link, and on this link, if I click this little helpful link right over here, look what happens. Okay, you're now off of his website on webpronews.com, and within another minute or two, because we live in short attention span theater, I probably clicked here, or I clicked on the ad that's on this page or whatever, or I looked at some of these posts, or clicked on some of the Twitter feeds, and now I'm gone. I'm like, Spencer who? And Spencer just threw me away. He spent all this energy and time to write the blog post and serve me and give me value, but now I'm gone, and I'm like, who is that guy? I'm gone. Not what he really wanted to do. And Spencer's a really bright guy. He really is. I finally got to meet him after I was demoing this for a few years. I got to meet him at an event. I was like, Spencer, my friend, here's what I recommend that you do. Okay, there's always a way to solve the problem. Now, this is Niche Pursuits, and let me just click and close this pop-up we have over here. This is the same ad, the same article, same blog post, right? With the same link. But notice something. You're on iBoostify.com now. If you take a look at the top, it's iBoostify.com/niche pursuits with my header here and my return button as well. So now we're still on niche pursuits. We're seeing niche pursuits, but we've never left iBoostify. Now, what happens, my friends, when you click on the link for the Matt Cutts link right here? Watch what happens. The page shows up still on my website. It doesn't leave my site. Okay. Oh, for heaven's sake. Thank you, Renee. We're going to go back and share that with you over again. Thank you for telling me. I froze the screen so I could go find the right page. And unfortunately, I didn't share this with you. Okay, here we go. So let me go back to this real quick. Thank you so much, Renee. I appreciate that. So this is the original. Oops, here we go. This is the original page on Spencer's site, Niche Pursuits. Okay, right here. And here's the link I was mentioning to you right here. When we click this link, what happens is we leave the page and we go to Web Pro News. See, now you get to see the sound and the sites together. So thank you so much, Renee. But now look what happens. Okay, we're going to begin again. Notice that Niche Pursuits is now on my website at iBoostify.com, and you'll even see it right here on the address bar. Okay, when I click the same link, watch what happens. Web Pro News shows up on my site still, on that same page with my branding still. They've never left my website, where for Spencer, he threw them away. They're all gone. All gone. That's a problem. And like I said, Spencer's a really bright guy. In fact, he's the guy behind Longtail Pro. Okay, he knows all about keywords and keeping people on the website. But he blew it because, and by the way, he's totally not the only one. I mean, he and I laugh now when we talk about it. But he's not the only one. A lot of super smart people are throwing their customers away, throwing their leads away because they don't know any other way. And you're going to see the difference in just a few minutes. So that's the challenge. Now, he is throwing his visitors away, whoops, okay, every single day. That's a problem. That's totally a problem. And again, we'll give you the solution to that in a minute. Next, there's what I call the YouTube police. And I mentioned this to you before. YouTube is not going to let you put a link to any site other than your own. So if you wanted to do a link to a third party, if you're going to do a review for a third party piece of software or a product you like or whatever else that you wanted to send people to, you can't do it unless you send them to your own site. Again, you'll use the same strategy that we did with Spencer, and we'll do what we'll wrap our branding around the site you want to share them with, and you'll win that way. Next, let's talk about my friend Guru Bob. Now, this is going to be very interesting because this may totally shock and surprise you. Guru Bob is a friend of mine, and I watched him over the course of a weekend. We were sitting in Chiang Mai, Thailand, and we were part of a product launch, and he was selling a $1,000 product, going to get 50% commission on that $1,000 product. So he earned $24,000 in a weekend, and I watched him. He did it on Facebook. We ran a lot of Facebook ads, and it was like watching a slot machine because every hour we'd see more money, more money, more money. It was amazing, and I wish I knew what he knew to get that money coming in. So he was dancing the happy dance, and I think you would too, right? I mean, 24 grand in a weekend, it's more money than some people make in an hour, right? So he was thrilled in pieces until he discovered what he could have made. You see, here's the thing. The $1,000 product that he was selling, he earned a 50% commission on. So that earned him $24,000 in commissions. The gross sales would have been $48,000, and that means that at $1,000 a unit, that's 48 sales. Okay, now stick with me here. How many leads or clicks do you think it takes to get 48 sales of $1,000 on a product? Anybody have any ideas? Well, at a 1% conversion rate, that's 4,800 leads or 4,800 clicks. But the likelihood of it being a 1% conversion rate, particularly on a $1,000 product, is, I'd say, pretty darn small. Yeah, Renee says a lot, right? So let's just look at a 0.5% conversion. That's 9,600. Let's just, for the sake of argument, round that to 10,000. So that means that Guru Bob, to have just picked up a 0.5% conversion rate, would have had to generate at least 10,000 visitors to the website to make those sales, right? Just one little thing. He generated them for somebody else. He didn't generate them for himself. They never even got to his website at all. They went straight to his, Dennis says at best, right? Right. The thing is, if the conversion rate was less, Dennis, it would have been even more visitors, right? Would have been even more. Bottom line, okay, is that Google has no idea Guru Bob even exists because he sent people directly to that sales page from somebody else. He built zero engagement with an audience. He provided zero community to an audience, and he has zero Google ranking. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the consequences are this. He lost a bunch of revenue, which you'll see how much he lost in a minute. He lost customers probably forever because the people that saw his ads went straight to the other affiliate, to the affiliate with the deal, never got to Guru Bob's page and to engage. And of course, Google looks and goes, well, who are you? You've got poor website performance. You look terrible. Another reason why, by the way, you want to have one main website rather than 14 different sites with different brands. Put everything on one site, and you'll get more traffic and do better with Google. Question, does Guru Bob have a business? Well, I submit to you that he doesn't. I submit to you that he's just a digital sharecropper. He doesn't have equity in his own website where people will come to him. He's doing everything by running ads on Facebook, which, yes, is highly profitable. But what if Facebook shuts him down? And by the way, you and I both know that can happen even to the best of us, right? So let's take a look. Without a website, he couldn't use an exit pop-up or an entrance pop-up to build a list. But guess what? His JV partner could. So his JV partner could build a list based on those 10,000 or so people that visited. And you know that he did. So Guru Bob made his JV partner rich. Now, Guru Bob's still happy. He made $24,000. And remember, he had no idea what he gave away. Okay? He had no idea what he gave away. We're going to show you what he gave away, and it's going to blow your mind. But let me first make sure you understand the power of retargeting once again, all right? We know that retargeting can explode your profits by over 300%. But unless the offer is on your page, you can't retarget it, which means you can't retarget any of those affiliate offers that we just talked about here. So kiss those profits goodbye. But what if you could have it all? What could Guru Bob really have made if he could retarget also? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at those 10,000 visitors, all right? Can you guys hear the audio now? Bruce says we can't hear the audio. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you guys hear me okay? Someone just pop in the chat, let me know. Yep, okay, thanks, Renee, perfect. Okay, it may just be on your end, Bruce. Okay, thanks, Dennis, thanks, Carolyn. Okay, perfect. So let's keep going. Guru Bob, assuming there's 10,000 visitors with an exit pop-up, what percentage do you think would click an exit pop-up, assuming that the ethical bribe was a good one? What percentage do you think would actually opt in? Anybody have any ideas? What do you think? 30%, 40%? Bruce got it back. Okay. Generally speaking, you're probably going to see 20, 30% or so. But let's just run it at 10% for right now. Okay. Yeah, Dennis says 10%. Perfect. Okay, so we're right on target here. So let's just say it's only 10%. If it's more, fantastic. But at 10%, that means that there would have been 1,000 new people added to Guru Bob's mailing list. Okay, and what do you think those people are worth? Well, valuation is about $1 per member per month, which means we're talking about $1,000 a month or $12,000 a year. That's half of the $24,000 he'd already made. That's a 50% return on top of that, right? Now, the retargeting results are even more interesting. Remember, we've shown you 325%, 400%, and more on retargeting. So let's just assume a 3x conversion increase by using retargeting. That means that for the 48 sales that were made, times 3 would have been 144 additional sales, 144,000 gross, or $72,000 more to Guru Bob if he simply did retargeting on that promotion. But remember, he couldn't because he didn't have the ability to do that. Guru Bob's grand total could have been the initial sales of 24 grand plus the retargeting sales of 72,000, total income 96,000 immediately, plus the 1,000 new members giving him 12,000 per year each year, every year, and on into the future. And by the way, if he did a referral program, that could have grown as well. Grand total, my friends, $108,000. $108,000. Let's take a look at the difference. Before SiteWrap, he had 10,000 visitors, making him $24,000, earning $240 per visitor. There he is. After SiteWrap, 10,000 visitors, $108,000 of income, $1,080 per visitor coming in. That's the difference, my friends. So the big solution, how many of you guys are getting excited? Yeah, Dennis says not bad, right? How many of you guys are getting excited about this? This blows my mind, the ability to do this. So now you can control visitor access, have them stick to you like glue, and make money like crazy. How is it possible? Okay, well, it's the marvels of modern technology at work. Right now I got to warn you, I'm going to share the whole system with you, but I, as you can tell, I'm getting extremely enthusiastic because this is my product and I've created it. But when you see how powerful it is, you're going to get as excited as I am because it's just absolutely incredible. It's called iBoostify SiteWrap. iBoostify SiteWrap. Now, I'm going to take you through and show you how this sucker works. So let me take you over there right now. And let's go back to Chrome. Now, let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. This is Infusionsoft. Now, Lou and I both use Infusionsoft to deliver our emails and run the back end of our business. And when people sell Infusionsoft to people like Lou and I, what happens? Thank you, Dennis. What happens is that the Infusionsoft consultants will send people to Infusionsoft blog. But wouldn't it be better if they sent them to their own page with Infusionsoft's blog like this? So here's your branding, here's their blog, and now you are tightly associated with the company that you're representing and that you're selling. Works kind of nice. But let's take it even more interestingly, all right? Let's take a look at Virgin. We talked about affiliate marketing and association and building a reputation. This is virgin.com. And it's on my website. Now, by the way, this is an article we call it wrapping. We're wrapping our branding around the website. This article and this blog post actually is something I wrote for them a couple of years ago for an event called World Love Week that we created. But this is Virgin, and then we've wrapped CNN.com. We've wrapped Target. It's really interesting. I'm going to show you right now. In fact, how many want to see how we actually do a wrap real quick? Want to see how we do it? Okay, let's do it. Let's set it up. First, let's go into my website. We'll go into my WordPress thing. It's SiteBoostify.com. We'll get in there real quick. And in fact, I'll show you how to do an affiliate site real quick. And this is something that Lou, you saw and you loved. Let's go ahead and I'm going to do this real quickly. Uh-oh, I don't know what my password is. How about that? Ha, 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 ha. Let's do this real quick. I have no idea what my password is. Let's see. Real quickly. Let's see if I can get in now. And it's important to actually be able to log into your own website, don't you think? So let's get in to my website, which I was in earlier today. Okay, now we're just waiting to get in. I don't know why. Here we go. Okay, so let's go. We're on our website, and we're going to go to our little thing called iBoostify, and we're going to create what's called a single wrap. We're going to wrap just one page. We can actually make sales funnels with these wrap pages as well. Okay, I'll answer that question for you in a second, Renee, because the answer to that one's no, which is pretty good. So now we're going to call the page something. And I don't know what we're going to call it yet. Let's go find the offer we want to wrap. So yesterday, Lou, you and I talked about this thing called Live Leap, and you had just done a webinar about Facebook Live. Live Leap is this product that you and I need to talk about. See what you think about it. I was logged off. Hang on, let's go back in again. Get this link. Let's get back in again here. When I move my computer, come on. Let's try it again. Oh, I see. Here we go. I moved my computer from the coffee shop to my hotel room and lost my connection to this page where I was all logged in and set to go. Here we go. Okay, so let's go back to my approved products and let's go find the link for this thing here. It's called Live Leap, right? Here we go. Okay, so let's go get the link for Live Leap. We get our links, and here's the link that I want to promote. Now, normally, what you would do is you take this link and you'd send it to your people. You might give it a different short code or something, and that would be it. You'd send them straight to that page, but not anymore. You won't. What we'll do is we'll call this Live Leap. Now, I've already made a page for this, but I'll just call it Live Leap -2. The wrapped URL we're going to wrap is this. This is the JVZoo link, right? And then the URL, the banner link URL, is actually the button here. Where do I want them to go? So in this case, let's go. Give me the space. Let's just send them to I Boosted by SiteWrap. We want to promote that. The rest of it is all defaulted. I'm going to leave it all alone. And by the way, all my retargeting script is in here already, as you can see. So I can use Facebook retargeting. I can use Google retargeting. I can do all that, and it's all built in. Now I just click Create Fast Wrap. It's now done. And let's go preview it. Here now is our website. And in just a second, it's loading. Remember, the Live Leap sales page right there. So now, and I didn't put in an entrance pop-up. I can have my entrance pop-up do a lead generation right here, run a Facebook ad, do a Facebook Live, whatever I want to do to drive traffic to this page, collect the lead, retarget this page, and now I can crush it on any kind of a sales contest because I'm building it like nobody else is. See what I'm doing here? How many of you like? Who's got a website that you'd like me to wrap of your own? Let's do a test and see what one of your sites looks like if we wrapped it. Who's got a site? Just pop it in the chat, and we'll actually do a wrap right now live for you on your own site. Somebody give me one real quick, and we'll do a wrap and see what it looks like. Who's got one? Aha. Okay, great. So let me go see. Josh has one. It's askjoshpatrick.com. Let's go over here. And hey, Lou, you want to time me on this? I know you're muted. But yeah, Lou's muted. Okay, well, who wants to time me on this? We'll just do a quick timing on this. All right, there he is. Okay, here we go. Okay, you ready? Ready?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, here we go. So now we're going to call the page Josh Patrick. Here we go. We're going to wrap the URL. Now, if I type it in like this, Ask Josh Patrick, I'm going to mess it up because it's got to have HTTP, and we give you the hint on that right here. So we'll just put it in real quickly. There it is. And the banner link URL will bring that back. I can send it anywhere. In fact, let's do it this. Let's send it to loubourton.com. And remember, all of this is defaulted, but you can change it on every page you want, change your colors and everything else. Hit the button. The wrap is now created. And here we are. How long was that?
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
32 seconds.
32 seconds. And there it is. And there you are. Josh, you look great. Look at you. And doesn't it look cool? Everything matches. And by the way, I can change this header anytime I want. I can make it look like anything I want it to look. And there he is. He's got his entrance pop up right there. What do you think? Now, by the way, I want to stay on Josh's site, but if I click return home, look what happens. I'm going to go directly to loubourton.com, which I, by the way, could have wrapped. But in this case, I was just, there it is. Is that cool? So now, and by the way, if I did it on a wrap,
cool.
if I took it to another wrap page, Lou, that return home could take them to somebody else's site and so on. It allows me to actually go 10 pages deep. So it's pretty cool.
Wow.
So I had a couple questions. Do I have to get permission, and what about copyrights and so on? And those are great questions. And let me put your mind at ease. You don't. And here's why. You're not touching their content. I will leave the page, Lou. I appreciate you, but I want to go back here. So I'm not touching Josh's page. Everything that Josh has is here, and we're not taking any credit for Josh's page. In fact, what we're doing is we're promoting Josh's page, and we're enhancing Josh's page. Okay, so we're putting him to an audience he couldn't be at before. Now, by the way, he's still getting respect from Google because it is a page view, so he's still getting the Google traffic as well. So there's no issues there at all that we're aware of in terms of sharing that content and that information. And by the way, if they click home or about or services, okay, we're still operating within Josh Patrick's site. So what we're doing is promoting Josh Patrick, right? And do you think, can I make this into a blog post by putting, yes, Josh, can you make it into a blog post by putting it into your blog? Here's how you would do that. And this is very interesting. I've got one of my customers did, I think, 28 wraps in one post. Let's say that we took, let's just say this is a blog post right here, okay? And we love what Josh did, and it's terrific and so on. I could take it, and what people do in normal blog curation is you'll copy the post itself, the information from the post, you put it into your website, giving full attribution to Josh, because Josh wants that, and a link back to his website. But all the links that you put can be wrapped links. They'll still be Josh's links, but you'd wrap them so they never leave your website. So you can completely do that as well. Again, if someone has an affiliate link in their website, don't change that. It's their link. Don't mess with that stuff. But you can take any of the links and continue to wrap them so that way people once again stay within your website. It's really cool. It's really, really cool. Once again, you want to be cool. You don't want to pretend that it's yours if it's not. You want to give full credit to wherever it is, because that's the right thing to do. And that way you'll never get in trouble with anybody because you're playing straight. You're playing fair. Does that make sense, you guys? Okay. So that's it in a nutshell. And I can close that, Lou.
Renee had a question about, can you change the return to site button?
Oh, heck yes. Yeah. So the whole thing up top here is an image. Okay, let's see if I can, in fact, if you see me moving around the screen right here, that's just one image. Mm-hmm. So you can take it and customize it. You can do anything you want with it. And the return to site button can be whatever you want it to look like. This entire top is one, and as you can see, I've got the finger here. It's one link. In our next version, it'll be 2 or 3 links, so you can actually have links to different offers on the whole top bar as well. But yes, completely customizable. I'm just lazy. I made one for my site, but I could have one with the white background. I could have one with a black background. I could have an image on here. I could. What I should do, by the way, is I should have something that says, "See this thing? Want one for yourself?" Kind of thing. You can call it return to site, return home, whatever you want. Totally up to you. So, yeah, we've made it super customizable. So, this completely gets me excited because it solves all the problems about keeping people on a website because they don't leave your site. Oh, I should take that back. They do leave your site when they buy something, because when they buy something, it clicks you out of the wrap and into a shopping cart that's a secure shopping cart. And I don't mind losing them when they're buying something, whether it's mine or with an affiliate, right? So that's totally cool. And also, I should let you know that not every website is wrappable. There are some sites that do not allow the technology to let you wrap them. So, for example, TED Talks. They used to be able to wrap, and then they changed their technology, so now you can't wrap them. You can't wrap them. You can't wrap Amazon. You can't wrap YouTube. But JVZoo, ClickBank, the ones that you really want to use for affiliate marketing, not a problem at all. We've had no issues at all there. So I'll never tell anybody that you can always do 100% of anything, because having been in the lending business for years, you can never make that kind of a promise. But we get probably, I'm going to say 97, 98% of all sites that we can wrap. So it's really pretty cool. So let me go back to this part of the presentation and just talk to you for a couple of seconds. I'm not sure why you guys showed up today. Maybe it's because you're fed up with struggling about how to make real money online, or maybe it's because you don't want to have to work so hard anymore. Or perhaps you're just doing okay and want a bit more freedom or money or time and want to scale your business to the next level. Or you're looking for a better way to reduce your risk and make life fun again. I got to tell you, wrapping I get tickled. I've been doing this for years, and I still get tickled every time I create a wrap. So I hope you get this really one thing, okay? And that is, I found the secret to getting faster and easier money in the bank is to work smarter, not harder, so you can finally leverage your effort and make more money. I hope you can make the transition from best guess marketer strategic growth marketer. And when you implement the SiteWrap system immediately, they'll be able to rapidly achieve those results you're looking for. And that means you make a lot more money faster and easier. That's the whole bottom line. So let me share with you, and answer the obvious question, and that is, would you like me to help you? And I'm seeing already, where's the link? Where's the link? So let me just share this with you. First of all, you can have the exact same system, because SiteWrap gives you the power that only the big multi-million-dollar marketers and big boys have had. Companies like Huffington Post. If you use the HuffPost app, for example, on your iPhone or Android, you'll find that you never leave Huffington Post, ever. Okay, if you're seeing the New York Times, New York Magazine, or any of those other article sources that they show a lot of, you never leave Huffington Post. That's the same technology, only we've got it for a lot less money than they spent on development. Okay, now before you get this, let's talk about what it does, so you know what's right for you. First of all, it'll boost your time on site. Now, you may not realize just how magnificently important that is, but your Google rankings are going to go up. You won't need to think about SEO any longer. But moreover, if they're on your site, they'll buy something from you. And that's most important. So the time on site piece, forget about the SEO part of it. Just think about they're there long enough to buy something. Okay, you buy something. So let's see. You can make curation. I'm not sure I caught that, Dennis, but thank you. So you'll get to also make curation pay. So all those external links can become internal links, and that's really important. That way you'll remain in control of where you want your visitors to go. I was on a webcast last night. It was, oh my gosh, it was on at 1 o'clock in the morning from like 1 to 3 a.m. for me while I was here in Israel, at a normal time for you guys in the States. And Neil Patel from Kissmetrics was on. He was talking about all the different cross-linking you need to do to be able to get Google to work for you and to do good SEO. Well, the cool thing is that if you're using external links that are in your own site and blow them out of your site, you're going to lose people left and right. By having wrapped links and going from one page of your site to another page, which is what he's talking about, you get to win. And that's the whole idea. And you do get to multiply the money you make with other people's products on YouTube, which gives you the power that few others have and can now allow you to dominate your niche with videos selling anything you want. Because remember, they're coming to your page, not somebody else's page. Okay, affiliate offers are now your baby. I mean, you can crush it. And the cool thing about that is you take the traffic, you get the benefits of the traffic, you can build your list, run retargeting, and create a real business for a change that you can depend upon. And that gives you control and certainty. And certainty is really important for all of us, right? We don't want to be wondering where the next paycheck's coming from. See, the bottom line is you can multiply your effectiveness. So you don't have to work so hard to generate the income that you desire. iBoost by SiteWrap allows you to stack those benefits, all of those, so that you can list build, generate better Google stats, make money like crazy. It's fun. And by the way, you'll make a much bigger impact and build your tribe, which allows you to actually let you connect with them and help more people as you make more money at the same time. And by the way, it's funny. I sent that link, Lou, that live lead link to a friend of mine who's a Facebook guy, and I was demonstrating SiteWrap to him, and he looked at that whole live lead thing that it is, and he went and bought it. He's like, "Oh my gosh, this software you have is fantastic," because it works. It just works. It just totally works. And winning affiliate prizes, oh my gosh! Because remember, if you're selling more using the same amount of money to on your advertising, you get to win on the leaderboards. And that's huge. I mean, I'm actually looking at my slides ahead on a second screen on my iPad. And I'm doing that. The iPad, I wanted it with an affiliate contest. So, it's fun to be able to win stuff, and you get a much better shot with this. So we created this really specifically for you. I mean, bottom line, specifically for you. So let's get started together. By the way, when you put SiteWrap to use today, and you can actually put it into use immediately, the cool thing about it is you're going to be able to see immediate results. And this shocks me. Aileen Boundy was one of our initial users, and she set it up on a brand new site. And this is all on WordPress, by the way. Her stats showed a time on site of over 29 minutes. Take a look. And you should actually have heard her on. We do biweekly calls, and you should have heard her shock when she was like, "Oh my gosh, look at these stats!" She had no idea. So let's get started. Other similar systems are priced at $7,500 or more or whatever. You won't pay even close to that. If you go to a regular website, you'll see our single site monthly fee is only $29. On an annual plan, it goes down a little bit. Unlimited sites are $49, but you're going to get a much better deal than that. Okay, and I could go through testimonials till the cows come home. I mean, people are absolutely loving what we do here. Ranjal Dachi is she's the one that actually came up with with the keep visitors on to stick like glue. I mean, we have a whole tribe of people that just loves this whole technology. But anyway, what would it mean for you guys? What change in your life? You suddenly had a thriving business that threw off massive extra cash for you every day, week, month, year, because you're doing things smarter. That's what we're looking to create. People have told me that this blows away the typical novice internet marketer method, and it's true. Cool thing is that your old habits, they die hard. It means making a few changes, but they're fun changes to make. But like anything, this is not for everybody. You still have to do something with this. You still have to run some traffic. You still have to, build the content and build the pages. But it's much easier now because you can leverage everyone else's work. Okay, it's that simple. You're gonna be thrilled with the results and thrilled using it because, like I said, it always tickles me to be able to create these wraps, and it's super fun. Now, who does this work for? Who is this really designed for? Well, think about this. It's work for people that are just starting their business because now you're able to leverage other people's authority and content that you couldn't before. That's why I thought that was important. And by the way, if you don't have a product as well, you now can use other people's products and make the same money as if it was yours. We're building an analytics piece into 2.0, which is coming out next week. So you'll be able to actually see what people are doing on other people's websites and where they're clicking. It's really cool. If you're expanding your business, this is a huge way to do that more easily. If you're frustrated with your progress, well, we help take care of that as well. And if you want to diversify your income stream, SiteWrap does so much to be able to give you different ways to market. Bottom line, you use it, you're going to be years ahead of the curve and years ahead of the pack. Now, I had two choices when I put this thing together. I could have made it super cheap and try to sell tons and tons and tons of them, but that wouldn't have incentivized me to actually stack the value and give you what I want to give you. So the second option was to require a little bit of higher investment, but give you far more resources to guarantee your success. And that's the option I did. I wanted to be kind of the Rolls Royce rather than the Chevette. So here's what you're going to get right now. What you're going to get is iBoostify SiteWrap. You're going to get a full year of service for the site of your choice. Okay, and by the way, it'll also get your JVZoo links working on Facebook. You may not be aware of this, but Facebook doesn't seem to like JVZoo and JVZoo links. I love JVZoo. I think they're great to work with. And so what we've done is we're able to wrap, as you saw me do, we wrapped a JVZoo link, and on Facebook, you're going to send traffic to your own website, not to JVZoo, so Facebook should have no problem with that. So that should be really fun for you and give you, again, another advantage of people that people don't have. It will improve your time on site, and it creates a love fest with Google and so much more. Now, that's a $348 value. You're also going to get all the updates and enhancements. That's a $49 value. But the thing where the real value gets stacked is that twice a month, we spend time with you, and it's almost one-on-one because not everyone shows up at any one time. It's like office hours. We call it actually the user meetup, and you'll meet with us. It's like every other Monday. In fact, we have one coming up this coming Monday night, and we'll talk with you about the strategies on how to wrap, where to wrap, you name it, retargeting strategies, and we're not limited to just SiteWrap because we have a bunch of other products that we support as well. It's $197 a month value, and that's massive because now you're not just getting software, you're getting a community to help you build. And it's not just a Facebook group, it's a real content-oriented brainstorming session. And we do that with you every twice a month. So here's what you're going to get. You're going to get a full year of SiteWrap. You're going to get all the upgrades and enhancements, the 2 monthly software implementation sessions. Total value of that is $2,761. Today, right now, if you go to iBoostify.com/get SiteWrap, you can get it for just $497. Okay, so you might want to just jump over there right now. I'll pop that in the chat for you, and I'll tell you a bit more about what's coming up because I got some more things for you that you probably aren't even aware of. So it's iBoostify. Whoops, I got to put it in the chat really nicely. HTTP:// I'm probably doing this wrong. I don't even know how to do the thing. Here we go. I'll do it this way. www.iBoostify. Whoops, my typing is terrible right now. .com get. I'm laughing. It's this hysterical get SiteWrap. Okay, there it is in the chat for you guys. But I've got thousands of great bonuses for you guys also. First of all, because content is so important to getting your business running, you're going to get free access to our Content and Course Creation Masterclass with over 10 instructors that have spent a massive amount of time discussing how to create your online courses, how to create content that you can sell and leverage. And this is all recorded. It's available to you for life now. It's a $497 value, and you're going to learn from the pros on how to build trainings and courses and content that you can leverage in so many ways, from blog posts to articles to podcasts, you name it. You'll be able to use this content in so many different ways. Really huge. You're also going to get what I think is super duper important is our analytics masterclass. Now that was done with my friend Gina Gaudio Graves and me. It's about a 2-hour or so training on how to understand Google Analytics. Now that may sound really dry, but let me assure you, it's anything but that. And the reason is this. You need to know what's working and measure what's working to be able to spend more time on the good stuff, avoid the bad stuff, and correct the things that aren't working just right. Analytics is something that can be a lot of fun. It's like playing detective work. And there's some really basic things that most people are messing up because they just don't know any different. They don't recognize exactly how the numbers should go. And if you're not running those KPIs, which stands for Key Performance Indicators, you're going to lose a lot of money. It's $297 value. You're getting that included with your SiteWrap subscription today. And then another bonus, and that is a one-on-one conversion strategy session. And right now, Gina's actually doing them. My friend Gina is actually doing them. She bills out at, I don't know, $1,000 an hour or whatever. So you're going to get, the first 10 of you at any rate, will get a one-on-one strategy session with her. And we're going to talk strategy. We're going to talk marketing strategy. And she's brilliant. I got to tell you, she's absolutely brilliant. So we're going to do the strategy session. Sometimes I'll be in on them. Sometimes I won't. But she's committed to assisting us with those, and you're going to get that as part of this offer as well. So to kind of sum it up, you're getting a full year of SiteWrap. You're getting all the upgrades and enhancements for a full year. You get it, and by the way, version 2.0 is due out next week, and then we've got 2.1 coming out about a month after that, with some great, amazing stuff that we've got coming in. It's just so cool. You're going to love what we're doing with you and what you're going to get. You're going to get the 2 monthly software implementation sessions, our user meetup groups, the content and course creation masterclass, the analytics masterclass, the one-on-one strategy session. All of that has a value of $4,555. Right now, just $497 if you go to iboostify.com/get SiteWrap. Now, final question. If you made the income that we've been talking about today, from Guru Bob's income to even significantly less, would it be worth investing $497 today, assuming that you had the money? Would it? And I'm seeing some yeses here already. Of course, awesome. What this means is that you want this no matter what. And I understand that. It's just about the investment and whether or not you feel you can afford it right now. And that's cool. I got it. So I got some solutions for that too. So don't worry. Okay, don't worry. If all this did was help you blast past that $10,000 per month glass ceiling income threshold, would it be worth it? Of course it would, right? If all it did was got you focused and set up as with a successful business a lot faster, would it be worth it? Sure. And what if it made you more self-confident with a higher profitable business that you could really be proud of? Would it be worth it? Sure it would. Guys, I got to bring it down to kind of brass tacks here. How much have you paid for your online education so far over the years? A lot of money, right? Well, what has that returned for you over the past few years? We began with this session today when I asked you about how happy you were with your results, and nobody was jumping in saying that they were ecstatic. So what has happened in the past hasn't worked very well. This is a completely different game. This is a fun game that's going to help make you a whole lot more money. And because you've got the great relationship with Lou, what we're doing is enhancing that and expanding that, because you'll work with me as well and with my team, and you'll be able to start wrapping and really start leveraging a lot better. So you can see why it's time, by the way, to leverage your education and your training, and why it's a great deal at $497. But because you're special and because Mr. Bortone and I are dear friends, we're adding even more value. First, you're going to get to qualify for our partner license program. It's a $1997 value, and it really is. We normally don't let people become affiliates of ours unless they own our products and services. It's particularly on our high-end things, and we have some very high-end traffic generation programs that run thousands of dollars a month. You will earn recurring income on those if you choose to sell them. And we'll bonus you in rather than having to buy those programs. You won't get access to the programs, of course, but you'll be able to resell them. So as a member of our partner license program, you can earn commissions of $4,000, $6,000 or more per year per client. And for those of you that are asking me about the header and how customizable it is, when you order within the next 24 hours, I will throw in 2 custom SiteWrap headers. That's $97 value. All you do is send us your logo and your website address. We can match the colors, and we'll get you covered. So that way, you'll be able to rock and roll pretty quickly. And by the way, on Monday, when you join us for your first user meetup, we'll talk about how to build the header and what you want to do with the header and so on. There's a strategy I want you to think about as you do that. So here's what you're going to get right now. Full year of SiteWrap. You're going to get all the upgrades and enhancements, the 2 monthly software implementation sessions, the content and course creation masterclass, the analytics masterclass. You're going to get the strategy session, which is really great. You're also going to get the partner license program and the wrapped headers. Now, that's a value of over $6,600. You're going to save over $6,000 just for $497 today. But I got to tell you, this is not for everybody. This is not for everybody. It really isn't. This is not for Joe Average. It's not. This is for my superheroes. All right. This is for my superheroes. This is if you want to do something different and special and better. This is for you. So get started today. Our dog doctor will take care of you. iboostify.com/get-SiteWrap. And by the way, it's a totally safe decision for you. Okay, if you're not thrilled and happy and you don't think it's the best investment you've ever made, just let us know within 30 days. You'll get every money. I'll buy it back from you. I mean, no worries. We want you happy. If you do put it to work and use it and you don't think your results are fantastic, I'll actually double your money. Just give it 30 days. Do what we say. You'll get great results, okay? Bottom line, if you're not happy for any reason, we got you covered. I mean, we're totally covered. So you got 2 choices. First is do nothing and don't take the safe, super safe leap of faith. Or the better option is to invest in yourself with a very small investment now compared to all the value you're going to get in return, right? And just give it a shot. When it works for you, fantastic. If not, let us know. We'll cancel the service. No big deal. And by the way, for those of you who don't want to pay anything today and still get it, then let PayPal get it for you. That's right. Let PayPal buy it for you right now. So I'm going to take you to our sales page, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. PayPal has this. Is it right here? This is our members area. I'll take you to the members area in a second. You'll get to when you go to iboostify.com/get-SiteWrap, you'll get to this page, and it'll take you through all the many things you're going to get with this. And I'm going to scroll down because I have one more surprise for you. But if you scroll down here, you'll see, first of all, here's your green button to get your full payment right there. But PayPal Credit allows you to have 0 interest and 0 payments for 6 months for qualified buyers. So it's full financing for you. And that's only if you're in the U.S. So if you're not outside the U.S., I apologize. I can't help you there. But I can do something close. I can give you a payment plan. And so you can do 3 payments of $187 to just start today with just $187, which will save you a little bit more money, at least up front it will. It does cost you a couple more dollars over the life of it. We have testimonials all over this page. You can take a look at those. But those are your options. So you've got the full payment. You've got the PayPal credit option, which is no payments, no interest. And if you need to know how that works, just click the little button here. I have a video there for you. And then the payment plan. Now, when you get in, after you've gone ahead and paid with our system here, you'll end up here on the members area. And I'll start talking instantly because it's on autoplay. All right. And you'll see where you can download the software. You have all of the tutorials, and the tutorials are not long. They're really short. You don't need a whole lot of tutorials on this because it's so easy to use. You'll learn how to set your defaults, how to create a wrap page. We have sales funnels that you'll be able to use, and so on. It's all there for you. And then you've got your bonus page, and then you also have your meetup sessions, and we chronicle those every week that we have them. They're up within about 24 hours or so. So if you missed the live event, it'll be right there for you as well. And there they are, popped up on the screen. So that's what you'll have immediately. Now, let me go back because I got another surprise for you. So get started right now. As I said, for just $497. But the real question is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time to check it out? And if it does, even half of what I've claimed today, it's going to more than pay for itself, isn't it? Right? But there's more. Here's the thing. For those of you that are super excited, and I can see a lot of you are super excited, when you order right now, I'm going to turn the 1-year license into a lifetime license. That's right. You do not need to buy SiteWrap again next year, the year after that, or ever. You'll have access to it. You'll have access to it for life. Okay, for life. It's $1,700 value or more, so you're going to get it for life. And Renee, is there a forum? There's not a forum. We're going to probably set up a Facebook group for SiteWrap customers. We have not done that yet. So consider the twice monthly meetings to be your forum. And by the way, we do that with open mics, so we're actually talking to you. I mean, we're like, it's live. We're talking to each other. So you're going to get lifetime access to SiteWrap, all the upgrades and enhancements, the 2 monthly software implementation sessions. You're going to get the content and course creation masterclass and the analytics masterclass, which I want you to go through right away. The one-on-one conversion strategy session, the partner license program, the wrapped headers, all that has a value of, oh my gosh, a lot. I don't even know if I even have a number on this. Okay, yeah, here we go. The value on this is over $8,000. Yours today, just $497 when you go to iboostify.com/get SiteWrap. Okay, so you guys have watched the entire presentation. I know you want to maximize your marketing and build your business, and you know this is an excellent value because Lou would never have given it to you if it wasn't. And you want to take advantage of the outstanding discount that I've given you and the lifetime access, which I don't normally do. Okay, the amazing bonus is worth easily over $7,000, and the double you'll love it guarantee. iBoostify.SiteWrap is the key for you. If you want to make your marketing tons more effective, build an active list fast, use retargeting on products that are not yours, and win with Google without even trying, and create the freedom and confidence you deserve, then this is definitely for you. So take advantage of the savings option. Get the lifetime access for just $497. Okay, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in our members area. Okay, just get started right now. It takes less than 5 minutes to install the software. It's really easy, and you can be up and running right away. It's just that simple. Just look for your access email. So I am thrilled to take questions, answer anything. Lou's like thrilled. He's like sending me messages in the background. Wow, so cool. I love this. I love this stuff. This is really great. So guys, like I said, go right now to iboostify.com/get SiteWrap. For those that are joining, do me a favor, pop in the chat and tell me I'm in, so I know to look for you. And I will totally take questions here. Any questions, comments, anything else? Because this is
that is really cool.
Isn't it?
This is exciting. Just unbelievable. I'm like looking at it and my jaw's dropping. How do you do that? It's like you've just like taken over the internet.
Well, it's fun because we can define the wrapped header. I've got pages, for example, that are wrapped that you'd never know are wrapped. For example, ClickFunnels. We have our iBoostify main page, the one that you could go for $30 a month, and that page is a wrapped page. It's on ClickFunnels, but ClickFunnels, as great as it is, and I love ClickFunnels because we use it a lot. ClickFunnels doesn't build you any Google juice because it's not on your site. So if you use ClickFunnels, you're not getting traffic to your website. You're getting traffic to ClickFunnels' website. So what I did is I wrapped our own web page on ClickFunnels. And so if you got so in fact, if you look at it, if the link that you're using right now, actually that's a forwarding link. It's not a wrap link, but the main page is a wrapped page. So you'll learn how to actually wrap your own stuff. How does it affect load speed? Great question, Renee. So what we saw was the wrapped part of the page loads like instantly because it's like very little of our own content or your own content to load because it'll be on your site. The speed with which the wrap is filled depends upon the page that you're wrapping. So if you have another site that loads fast, it'll load fast. If you have another site that doesn't load fast, it loads slow. It will load slow as well. So it really depends upon that. Josh is asking, I have a vanilla WordPress site, so it's going to go live in a few weeks. I'm assuming I can install it when the site is live. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, if you get a brand new site, install it right on that site, and it'll work fine. We know of no conflicts, by the way, and if we do, we need to know so we can fix them. But we know of no conflicts that SiteWrap has had with anything. It works like a champ. So
any WordPress theme.
Yeah, any WordPress theme as well. Yeah, we've used it with Optimize Press 1, Optimize Press 2. We've used it with this theme called Avada, which I'm not sure about that. We use it with Thrive themes right now. So yeah, we use it with multiple different themes, and no one's ever had a theme issue as well. I will never say that it works with every theme because someone's going to find something that may have a conflict, but I know of nothing where there's ever been an issue. And if there is, we'll figure it out. We'll figure out what the issue is.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
So at one point you showed YouTube and how you have to go to the associated site. So how does SiteWrap have anything to do with that? I know you can't wrap YouTube, but where would you use it on
Okay,
in a scenario like
that's
that?
a really, really good question. Okay, so think about this for a second. Think about like your let's look at this software you and I were talking about the other day, Lou. This
Mm-hmm.
YouTube Live one.
Live Leap.
Lively, yeah.
Live. Yeah.
Okay, so let's say I want to do a review of it. I mean, now you just did a whole webinar the other day about Facebook
Mm-hmm.
Live, so you'd be the perfect person to run a review of this live thing, right? And then at the end of the review, you might say, well, go buy it at livelead.com or whatever with your JVZoo link. You can't do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you normally wouldn't want to just send them to your page and then click from your page to that link, because
Oh, right. Okay.
they're not going to click through. The more you give people intermediate things to do, the less they're going to ultimately get there. So instead,
Mm-hmm.
you'd send them to loubortone.com/live lead, which would be your wrapped
Mm-hmm.
page. Now,
Okay.
right? So that's how you would do it.
Mm-hmm.
And you can do it because,
Oh, yeah.
right? So that's, and because we all know that, in fact, let's show it to you here. Let's go to this page. So, here's the YouTube thing. If I click on this little YouTube dealie down here, see if I can see it better here, I'm going to go to YouTube. Regardless of the overlays that are on it, you click it, you're at YouTube, and now all those little overlays that are meant to circumvent that associated website go away. So we go straight to the source, and you can run it straight on YouTube. For YouTube marketers that are doing affiliate marketing, it's a big win. It's a real big win.
Wow.
It's not a big deal to everybody. I mean, the challenge for us as marketers is that we're looking at what I'm now calling the Swiss Army knife of marketing, because if you're not a content marketer, that you don't care so much about the internal versus external links, and sometimes you don't even think about time on site being a big value. But let's face it, if someone's going to buy something, they need to be on the site longer. We reach the content marketers, the video marketers, we reach the bloggers for sure. We reach the YouTube marketers on one level. We reach people that want to do analytics. I mean, there's so many different things that we cure. So it's really kind of amazing what we're able to put together. And it's ours. I mean, we built it, we develop it. My development team works pretty much almost every day. And one of the things I should tell you is that when you join us, Renee, on the Monday, we do pretty much every other Monday. When you join us, we develop new ideas for adding to the software from these meetings too. So the wish list that you guys have for anything you might want to change or add or whatever, that's where it comes from. It's really neat. So we have a bunch of new features. I don't want to tell you what they are yet because I can't. I'm sworn to secrecy. But we have some really fun things that are coming up. I will tell you that one of them is internal analytics. So you'll have all of your site history and how many pages you've got. I mean, all the things that you need to know will be right there within your WordPress installation, so you don't have to run to Google Analytics all the time. So a lot of things. I mean,
Really cool.
I built it for me, and so it became a really easy thing to do. So does anybody have any other questions? It looks like I see that Bill is in, so welcome aboard, Bill. I see Tom is in, yes. So congratulations. You should just check your email within the next, say, 10, 15 minutes. You should have your access information in place then. We just turned it into an automatic setup, so you should be good to go. Let's see. Lenny is in. Congratulations. Anybody else? Any other questions? I want to make sure that we're good because it looks like we're getting things filled up pretty good here.
Yeah, it's so cool.
So
very cool software. And thanks again for sharing it with us and for sharing the presentation. This is exciting stuff.
Let's see. Josh says I signed up, but thinking I had the wrong access. Okay, so yeah, no problem. That's good to know, Josh. Let me. Because right now what happens is we're gonna give you your access based on your PayPal address. So you want it to be at stage2planning.com. Is that where you want it to be? Let me just make a screenshot of this for my guys. So is that right? Okay, perfect. Okay, no problem. Yes. Let me just go ahead and do a screenshot of this as well so that we can sort that out in the back end. Okay. So yeah, I'll get that sorted out for you. It may go to the wrong address tonight, but we'll sort it out for you tomorrow. Perfect. Anybody else? Any other questions? Okay, awesome then.
Great.
Well, then in that case, hopefully we'll see you guys live on Monday. I notice this is not evergreen. This is live with us right now. But for those of you, we do these events. Like I said, that we do them live pretty much every other Monday or twice a month, and sometimes the times change from wherever I am in the world because right now we're 7 hours away from Eastern time. When I'm home in Thailand, it's 12 hours away. So depending upon where I am, will depend upon what time we actually do these do the events. Well then, welcome to those of you that joined us, and thank you. And Lou, a pleasure, my friend, to put this together.
Thank you.
And so I welcome
We appreciate it. Thanks so much for sharing it with us.
I appreciate you guys for sticking around. Thank you so much, and thank you for spending my evening in Israel with you.
Awesome. Take care. Thank you so much.
Bye, everybody. Welcome aboard for those of you that joined. Talk soon. Bye-bye.